What's up, everybody? It's Grim, and welcome to today's vlog. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video because you're not going to want to miss the vlogs that have been coming up on this channel. We're going to be talking about the world of wrestling, which is about to explode. SmackDown coming to Fox. Raw reactions are back, and the Wednesday Night Wars are on as AEW is taking on NXT every Wednesday night, and last night was the first night, and I was front and center with two TVs going to watch both shows at the same damn time. It was a little bit difficult to pay attention to both, but, I focus on one while the other one, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I got the job done, and I'm here to give you my thoughts and my reactions on both shows. I'm not going to mention every single little thing that happened on the shows, but I want to talk about the important stuff and how I felt about it. And I want to know how you guys felt about it too. So if you can't leave comments on this video, which you probably can't, thanks ScrewTube. It's not me, it's ScrewTube. They're assholes. Tweet me at Grimm's Toy Show on Twitter. I want to know what you thought of the shows because I thought they were banging. Wednesday Night War is LIT, motherfucker! I loved it. So the shows started out hot, right? AEW was incredible. AEW, I felt like I was watching WCW, just like back in the day. The production value was incredible. We got fireworks, we got a stage, we got a full friggin' arena full of people. And then meanwhile, NXT, it kind of looked like it was being filmed in a garage. And I get it, it's Full Sail University and blah, 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 and that's how it's always been. But I just thought, it paled in comparison to AEW. It looked like, here we have a $1 billion company putting on a show in a garage, and here we have an upstart company making it look like an episode of Raw or Nitro or what have you. And, right out the bat, aesthetic-wise, I'm giving points to All Elite Wrestling. Now, the first match, on the other hand, on each show, Cody Rhodes versus Sami Guevara. Now, Sami Guevara is a friend of mine. He's awesome. He's incredibly talented, and I wish him nothing but the best. But I'm sorry, over on NXT, we got Adam Cole taking on Matt Riddle for the NXT Championship. And in my mind, that's a bigger match, and that's the match that I would want to focus more on. I'm watching both. I'm seeing both. Both matches were incredible. I couldn't say one match was better than the other. But I will say, just on paper, you have a championship on the line, nothing on the line. You have Cody Rhodes. F your Cody, stop putting yourself over all the time. I mean, what kind of guy owns his own promotion and then always puts himself over and never loses? Who does that? Not me. I lose to everybody on my show. As much as you want to say that I don't, I do. There ain't one guy on that show that I ain't lost to except for Kid Badass and Zach Fowler because they're new. Anyway, we all knew Cody Rhodes was going to win. We might have thought Matt Riddle could take the championship. Adam Cole's had it for a little bit. We thought Matt Riddle might have won. He didn't. The title didn't change hands. Badass matches for both. But then the big stuff comes after the match because Jericho comes out and attacks Cody Rhodes, which we all knew was going to happen, because, they're supposed to be having a feud or they're having a match coming up at Full Metal Jacket, whatever their next paper screw is called. But the big surprise was on NXT. I reckon that Balor boy, Finn Balorina, is back in NXT, and he's coming after Cole for the championship. That's big. But it's filmed in a garage. And I also thought that AEW kind of botched because when Jericho's coming out and doing this beatdown of Cody, they went to a commercial. Why the fuck would you go to a commercial when there's a beatdown of Jericho on Cody Rhodes? Too stupid. It's picture in picture. So you're watching a commercial and you're silently seeing Jericho beating up Cody. And I'm like, face palm city, bitch. They botched that ×2. Okay, so another point grabber here for me is that AEW has more of my friends there. All right, so I don't care what's going on NXT right now because here comes one of my friends, MJF. Okay, Kurt Hawkins student, Creative Pro student, Creative Pro graduate. I've wrestled MJF. Doo-Hop has wrestled MJF. MJF has appeared on my show multiple times back in the day, 2015, 2016. I even wrestled him in a sex tape ladder match. And rest assured there, MJF, I could still leak that tape and ruin your life. Go back and watch that video. But MJF is facing, who the fuck is Brandon Cutler? That's the problem right there with All Elite is I don't know who the hell Brandon Cutler is. They didn't give me a promo. They tried to explain who he was, that he went away from wrestling and now he's back, but it kind of made me feel like, again, another match where we all know MJF is going to win. Why would Brandon Cutler beat him? Not going to happen. So, and it was a short match too, but MJF came out cutting a promo. He was awesome as always. Over on the other channel, I got to check my notes. I wrote down a lot of stuff here because a lot of stuff went on. Oh yeah, Captain Io Shirai takes on Maya Yim. Now, these are both incredible women. They're both incredible athletes. But like I said, I don't care because my friend is wrestling over on All Elite. You know, this was apples and oranges here. How can you compare? They're both excellent matches. Watch them both. They're both good shit. They're both good shit. Yeah. All right, next up. We got Pac versus Hangman Page over on All Elite. Going up against Johnny Gargano taking on Shane Thorne. Who? Never heard of Shane Thorne. Never heard of him. But he was kicking some ass. But now, again, here's another match where I'm like, well, Gargano's clearly going to win. They're not going to have Gargano lose to some guy I never fucking heard of. How too stupid would that be, right? Over on All Elite, Pac or Hangman Page could have won that match. That match could have gone either way. So I was more invested in that. I think now, so far, even though NXT might have had better quality matches, All Elite is the one drawing me in right now. And I'm wanting to watch it. I'm more interested in what's going on the show. And you know what? The ratings are in, and that's reflective of the ratings. All Elite Wrestling did 1.4 million views, while NXT only did 897,000 views. And WWE, they got spanked. It is what it is. And you know, the thing is, who wins, who loses? Bullshit. Wrestling fans are the winners, us, because we got two high-quality shows. We've got competitive spirit going on. And then there's a conspiracy theory going on because WWE actually congratulated All Elite Wrestling. And at All Elite Wrestling merch tables, they were using WWE merchandise bags to put people's... Does WWE own All Elite Wrestling? Are they... Is this some sort of weird partnership to get us to think there's a war and there really ain't? I wouldn't put it past Vince. He's a genius. Yeah. One of the things I felt that was odd about All Elite Wrestling was, like, when you're a wrestler and you're in the back room and you're planning out your match, you kind of want to see, you know, well, who does similar moves to me? I don't want to go out there and do RKOs and pedigrees if that guy does RKOs and pedigrees. I don't want to do obese mode if that guy also does obese mode. You kind of want to make your match look a little different. But I kind of felt like a lot of the spots in these matches on All Elite were kind of the same spots over and over and over again. Whereas you don't see that much on WWE, aside from the suicide dive that everybody does. I don't know. All right, so now we're having Candice LaRae versus Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Championship, and I'm so sick of Baszler. Somebody beat the bitch and take the belt off her, because, I mean, who wants to watch somebody hold the championship for over a fucking year? Please, Candice LaRae, take that title. Meanwhile, Pac is beating the piss out of Paige over there. He did the Black Arrow, which is the Fat Arrow, which, what do they call it? The Red Arrow in WWE. And then he put him in a finisher called the Brutalizer. A badass finisher combination. Pac, the bastard, takes the win. Incredible match. It was incredibly. But Candice LeRae's losing over on NXT to Baszler. And people were pissed. I seen all the fucking salt in my timeline on Twitter because nobody wants to see Baszler with the belt. Okay, now. Here's the time where I'm going to shit on AEW. Because you got Nyla Rose versus Riho for the Women's Championship. Now, I fully expected Nyla Rose to win. I think, you know, she's big. She's been dominant. She should have been the first Women's Champion. She's facing Riho, who's like the size of this remote compared to me. And this is what the match looked like. 1, 2, 3. What? Riho wins. It is your first ever AEW Women's Champion. But she looked like a mosquito attacking Nyla Rose. She's tiny. What the hell happened in here? I mean, I guess they didn't want to make it predictable because everybody kind of thought Nyla was going to win. But for the size difference and what went on in the match, I'm not going to sit here and say it was a bad match because it wasn't. It was too long of a match for the size difference, in my opinion. That match should have been 10 minutes. It was almost a half hour. What are you doing? Meanwhile, over on NXT, you got Pete Dunne and Danny Burch. And you know what? I don't even know what happened with that. I think Pete Dunne won. Pete Dunne won. Yeah, I didn't really pay attention to that match. I was more interested in when the fuck is this match going to end between Nyla and Riho? Ho? Okay, so now that brings us to the All Elite Wrestling main event of the Young Bucks. Oh, wait, did we talk about Nyla turning heel and Kenny Omega coming out to make the save? Whatever. Now the Bucks and Omega are taking on Jericho and LAX. 6-man tag with nothing on the line. Who cares? Meanwhile, over on NXT, you got the Street Profits taking on Undisputed Era for the tag team titles, which is cool. But, like, are we going to have a title change here or not? I don't think so. So Jericho wins with the Judas effect. He pins one of the Bucks, which I couldn't believe. Holy shit, one of the Bucks actually took a loss for a change. And then, in the end, it looked like one of those old school WCW NWO beatdowns. WCW Nitro always ended with a big 15, 20-man brawl in the ring every week. It ended the same way. And who came out? Moxley came out to attack Omega. And then the big surprise of the show, holy hell, here comes Jack Swagger. Here comes Jock Strapper. Here comes Jake Hager, as he's called. Bellator undefeated MMA superstar. That's the big surprise. Jack Swagger, we the people. I mean, I don't know, he was over. People chanting for him. But to me, that ain't a big surprise. If they really wanted to pop, you needed CM Punk. They needed to steal a huge name from WWE. Like, could you imagine if Finn Balor appeared on All Elite? That'd have been some big shit. But Jack Swagger, who hasn't been relevant to wrestling in 3, 4, 5 years. I mean, it's cool that he's there. It's just, as a big, shocking end of the show surprise, kind of a letdown. Meanwhile, over on NXT, their show's going over. They gave them an extra 15 minutes. Be like, watch the end of our show. You don't have to miss it because all of it's over, but here we are. We're still carrying on. Undisputed Era retains the titles. Adam Cole comes out. And now, wait a minute. I thought he was going to have to be going into a feud with Balor. Now that Balor's back. But no. Now who makes a return? Ciampa. Grandpa Ciampa comes on out. He's back to reclaim the belt that he never lost. So we have a big return of Ciampa. That's a big deal for NXT. Ciampa was a big deal in NXT. It's not like they stole somebody or it's some huge returning name that, has been out of wrestling for a while. We all expected Ciampa to come back soon. They saved it for this. It was cool. All in all, I think like NXT has this loaded roster. They could pull from the main roster at any time. I mean, what's Roman Reigns doing here in Full Sail? Like AEW, to keep this momentum up, to keep that 1.4, over 500,000 viewers more than NXT, they're going to have to pull out all the stops. And can they do it? I can't wait to see. This is going to be great. The Wednesday Night Wars are here. Holy hell, I'm hype. Join us here every week because we're going to talk about it. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Grim's Toy Show. And if you're not down with that, we got 3 words for you. Eat it. Yeah. But Grim, you forgot to talk about Dustin Reynolds being there. Yeah, Goldust was there too. Goldust was getting his ass beat by Jack Swagger. And, the Bucks got their ass beat after all that Super Mario Brothers bouncing around that they do. I can't talk about everything, but I know that that's the comment, so there I am. I talked about it.